Yo, what's up? It's me, Kevo, and today I'm about to just come to you with a what's new in the world of sports today. Um, I'll do a series of these or whatever, and comments or whatever. So, just for today, I'm gonna be discussing the illustrious LeBron James comments and kind of what has been going on there, in my opinion, per se. And of course, I'm going to talk about the NBA playoffs. I'm just going to talk about kind of my thoughts on the whole thing. I'll be discussing the upcoming matchups and all that good stuff, as well as former matchups and my opinions or whatever. So that's really what we've got for today. So first off, I'm going to start with LeBron because, when LeBron makes comments, everybody has to say something. So, first one, LeBron on Steph Curry and the MVP. Now, most people, if you've seen or you've heard about the video, you probably heard it on TV. And you probably your opinion's skewed based off of what people on TV say. But really, the best way to form an opinion is to watch the video and listen to the interview. Because, if you take things out of context, you don't really get the full grasp. So I went and I watched the video and I listened to the interview and formed my opinion off of that. Basically, the interview was just LeBron was basically just saying, when you look at an MVP stands for most valuable player. So it's really, whoever's the most valuable. Now, if you look at what valuable means, that's really where you get a skewed opinion. Because if you get, valuable could be just whoever's the best. And you look at his stats, LeBron was saying, if you look at his stats, 30, he was in the 50, 40, 90 club, all that stuff. Look, yes, there's no doubt he deserves it. But if you look at valuable in the sense of who teams can't do without, you get a different, you kind of get a different answer. And see, that's where things can be debated. Steph Curry may be widely renowned as the best player in the league, but is he the most valuable? And that's really all LeBron is saying. He's saying, he deserves the award, of course, but he deserves the award in the sense that he's the best player. But the most valuable player could very well be LeBron. Could be Kawhi Leonard. Could be Steph. But people misinterpret what's really going on, and this way you want to listen to the whole thing. Because he does make comments on current events. He is a smart guy. He is a basketball geek, if you will. Which brings me to my next point, which is his comments on Steve Kerr. So it kind of seems like LeBron throwing a lot of shade at Steve. Well, just at the Warriors. Their little circle they have going on or whatever. He was talking about Coach of the Year, and really, nobody. My personal opinion, Steve Kerr does not deserve Coach of the Year. That's my personal opinion. However, a lot of people feel that they do. They went 73-9, whatever. But Steve Kerr didn't coach the first 30 games, or however many it was. So, he mentioned Terry Stotts. He didn't say Steve Kerr didn't deserve it. He said Terry Stotts could have won. And he is entitled to his opinion, and he believes Terry Stotts should have won. When you lose 4 of your starting 5 players, yes, most people would say you shouldn't be good. And I definitely didn't think Portland was going to be any good. And, they messed around and did that. So why not? Why can't he get it? Why can't Brad Stevens from Boston be a Coach of the Year? Why can't old dude from why can't Billy Donovan from Oklahoma City? So, you know, it's a lot of times Coach of the Year is supposed to be put as, you know, whoever did the best job coaching, but you get, you know, who are on the best teams, because, you know, so that's just kind of how that is. I mean, I personally thought, I didn't think the Heat were very good either, but they had a good season. Eric Spoelstra could have been good. That's just me. So that's that. But LeBron's not really throwing. Like, people need to understand, LeBron's not really throwing shade. Like, oh, I don't like the Warriors, so let me comment every time something happens. No, that's not what LeBron's doing. He just has his own opinion, and I agree at least with the premise of where he's getting his opinions from. So that's that. While I'm talking about LeBron, I guess since we're still on this topic, I'll go ahead and we'll just dive right into the NBA playoffs. The West kind of panned out the way I thought it would. It wasn't really competitive other than Spurs Thunder, which I picked Thunder to win. I thought it would have been more closer to 7 as opposed to 6, but I picked the Thunder. East was a little bit different. I don't really like Toronto. And like, they may very well be a really good team, but I don't know. I just like, I don't see them winning. Like, I don't understand how they win games. Like, the Pacers, in my opinion, should have beat them, but the Pacers in Game 5 blew a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter. And then in Game 7, Toronto got every call, in my opinion. I just don't. And then I'm like, all right, well, I knew Detroit had no chance against whatever. Charlotte blew it against Miami. So then we go to the second round. Oh, and Boston is good. It's okay, but they're not really ready for the playoffs quite yet. And I mean, Atlanta's not that talented either, so of course Cleveland blew them out as well. No big deal, no surprise there. But Miami and Toronto was really interesting because it was, I don't know, again, like, once Miami won Game 1, I just assumed, you know, they were going to win the series probably in 6. And like I said, I don't think Toronto's that good. But Toronto wins the next 2, Miami ties it, Toronto wins, Miami brings it back on Game 7. And I'm thinking, like, okay, now granted there were injuries, but I'm thinking, all right, well, like I thought before the season, Miami's not that good either. But in Game 7, they win and got destroyed. So I guess really when at the beginning of the season, if you would have said Miami and Toronto, I probably would have picked Toronto, but I don't understand how Toronto wins games. So as far as the East is concerned, will Cleveland sweep Toronto like they swept the other 2? I doubt it. I don't see it, but they'll probably win in 5. If they win 6, it was like they were up 3-1 and Toronto had a game winner to go, like, or whatever, but they lost Game 6. Like, it's not, I don't think it's really going to be a competitive series over there. In the West, I think, like, the West is where it'll get interesting because, you know, I watched all the Thunder vs. Warriors games this year, and they were all fantastic, fun to watch, up-tempo, all that good stuff. So that's going to be a series I'll probably watch every game. I'm going to pick Golden State because they've had the edge all season. I mean, they're clearly the best team in my opinion. I mean, injuries forbidden. You know, you can't predict those, but I'm gonna pick Golden State, which means you got Golden State and Cleveland again. I don't think that Cleveland's gonna keep riding this whole hotter than fire pace, just shooting threes left and right. And no. I think they're going to stop at some point. They'll still hit threes, but they're not going to be shooting 17, 18 a game. No. And I'd probably still have Golden State winning. Probably in 6. It could go 7, but Golden State's one of those teams that, like, you probably won't beat them at home. So if you give up on the road, especially as a lower seeded team, you lose. Really. So, I mean, if Golden State gets up 2-0 and steals one in Cleveland at any point, it's in 5 again. which will be LeBron's 5th championship. He's 2-5. That's irrelevant. However, if the Thunder pull it out, I had my doubts. I picked the Thunder to win in 6, but I mean, there were times where I was like, they might not. If the Thunder were to beat the Warriors, I would probably say that then Cleveland would win. Kevin Durant doesn't have a very good record. He doesn't fare very well against LeBron already as it is. Him personally, he does fine, but his teams don't fare very well against LeBron or LeBron's team. So that's just kind of how that is. I do think that Cleveland's a better team than Oklahoma City, but I don't think they're a better team than the Warriors. But if anyone's going to beat Golden State, it's Oklahoma City. So that's kind of where I am on that. And yeah, I'm pretty much gonna wrap it up there. And just that's just my spiel. Definitely, if you watch this video, definitely like comment, leave. I'd love to hear what people have to say. Leave comments, give your opinions on anything that I said or whatever. But if you're gonna comment on like LeBron stuff, please watch it before you comment. That's pretty much that. I'll probably dive into like some NFL stuff next time, but for now, this is where I'm at. That's that. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned, tune in, stay tuned, subscribe, stay subscribed. But yeah, until next time, my name is Kevo, and this is the best of YouTube content. Peace.